to get here.
Yes.
Have you heard from me by any chance? It's definitely coming. Okay. So here is Sandra.
Yes, very good. Very good. Shivoham, Sandra. Shivoham.
Yuri, you now sit still. I had to tell Yuri already 3 times that this is the last time, and I keep explaining it. But
please, Yuri, sit down.
Yuri, I think, needs to put. Okay, then you stay there. You can leave it open. It's easier. So before we start, we have 4 more minutes. Lucy and Mario. Lucy, you already know a little bit. Mario, you maybe from the presentation. Anybody coming to the events, we ask to be a member of Art of Embracing Life. The minimum membership is $15 a month. There's another that's $30. There's $75. There's 2 special ones that are one for. You got the flyer, right? Yeah. So you know. Okay. Lucy already paid her membership. Thank you so much. And so Mario, if you. Okay, great. So we can do that maybe. If you do you have it ready? It's completely ready. Perfect. And maybe can you take that now, Sophia, please? Certainly. You just take it and bring it to me, and I put it in the membership book. Is it in cash or?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. And you signed the visitors book?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have not. I just was thinking about the fact that it was a few minutes late, and I don't like to be late. But now it's okay.
It's okay, Sandra. Thank you so much for being
And
here.
also, I do have a monthly membership fee, but would you have changed it to the 10%?
Right now. Let me see. Maybe now. Maybe here. Maybe if I get Mario's, I have change. Oh, perfect. Thank you. I do. I have change.
Thank you very much. I want to say something. I want to introduce all the world by this video that the Mother Swamy, she is the Mother Swamy, my sannyasi, my disciple, enlightened master, and she's taking the meditation camp, meditation seminars in the Puerto Rico. And this meditation will be very soon famous, and this is very beneficial meditation for all over the world. So the person is coming in this meditation, they are pioneer person, they are very, very lucky person. And the Mother Swamy is the part of my mission. We have a mission in this world, the World Peace by Awareness meditation. And we teach this meditation awareness for awareness. So please take this meditation very, very seriously and importantly, that because this meditation is precious meditation of the world and real meditation. So the Mother Swamy will be take this meditation camp, and I will help the Mother Swamy. And in this meditation camp, you will be learn some very new things. They are never teach in before other camps. There is a registration. Registration is going on there. This video will be our record, because our every meditation camp is recorded for the future. Sometimes the internet connection is not okay.
Hello, this is Pankaj Yala. Please leave a message after.
Yes.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Yes, I just changed this, but hopefully this one is better. It always changes kind of.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more time.
So can I repeat something, because this meditation is very important and true meditation, and if you do this meditation honestly, that you will get a very wonderful benefits you can never get from anywhere in this world. So please, how much time to start the meditation camp?
Actually, now it's exactly time to start. So maybe something happened, we don't know. So we will start anyways. And I will give the text of the song.
Where there you are sitting, that is your ashram in Puerto Rico. That is your own ashram, Puerto Rico. You can come in this ashram and you can meet to Mother Swami and you can ask any question, and you can if you have any difficulty in the meditation you can ask also. And twice in a month we have this meditation camp, and you can ask any question to me also, because nobody knows in this world the importance of this meditation. It is a completely new meditation. It is completely new meditation. So please, now we are starting by the prayer, and the Mother Swami is giving the text to the participants. I am telling because this all recording in the video, and this is the part of our video. So I am telling something for persons, they will see the video.
It seems to me that English is okay for everybody, right? So we'll stay just with English. And Yuri, you can sing with me. You want to sit here? Yes. And you can just sing along. I'm sure it's very easy for you to sing along. So we'll take the English text. Yay! Ready? You are my Rama, you are my Krishna, oh loving Master Satguru. Why would I worry when you're with me? Oh loving Master Satguru. You are my Rama. Your presence is in my soul. Your existence in the world whole. Your glory in the holy books is in your loving looks. You omnipresent Satguru, you all-knowing Satguru. You are my Rama, you are my Krishna, oh loving Master Satguru. Why would I worry when you're with me. Oh, loving Master Satguru, you are my Rama,
You are my
your love is my sadhana, your service is aradhana. Witnessing is the only base. It brings me awareness. Oh, Sachidananda Satguru, or loving Father Satguru, you are my Rama, you are my Krishna. Oh, loving Master Satguru, why would I worry when you're with me? Oh, loving Master Satguru, you are my Rama. Your blessing is divine love. Your heart like mother's love. Liberation is your mercy. You make me Atmadarshi. You my merciful Satguru. You omnipresent Satguru. You are my Rama. You are my Krishna. Oh, loving Master Satguru, why would I worry when you're with me? Oh, loving Master Satguru, you are my Rama. Shivoham.
Shiva.
You can put the, thank you for looking together, you can put the papers just on the side, any side, maybe under the yoga mat so it doesn't blow away. You can sit back on the yoga mat.
Please adjust your camera is going on the roof.
Oh. You can see.
Yes. And the video also recording.
Very good, thank you.
Mhm.
Before we start the meditation, I want to do a brief summary of the presentation I gave in the university, even though Sandra and Mario were both at the presentation, so I will not do the whole presentation because they were both there. But I want to give, and you now please are quiet, thank you. I want to give a brief summary because it really will help also with Lucy and maybe Sandra and Mario also to become even more aware of what is really hypnosis, what is concentration, and what is real meditation. And there's a lot of confusion about that. Hypnosis, in the definition that I personally prefer the most, is essentially a psychophysiological state of aroused, attentive, receptive, focal concentration with a corresponding diminution in peripheral awareness. That means it's a psychophysiological state that is mental and physical. It's not just mental or physical, it's always both. And it is not necessarily the mind over the body or the body over the mind, it's together. Of an aroused, attentive, receptive, focal concentration, meaning the 5 known senses are involved. The more they are involved, and the more the focus is on one idea, on one thought, on one concentrated image or idea, and the five senses become involved, the more tangible and the more real the concentration feels and seems.
Yes.
To the diminution of the peripheral awareness, meaning the more we are focused, the more we are concentrated on one idea, the less we can be aware of anything around us. So essentially everybody spends most of their life in a hypnotic state all the time. This is a hypnotic state right now because we're more focused on this than something else. Every time you close your eyes, you imagine something, it's hypnosis. Even deeper hypnosis because you bring in your senses, you bring in your imagination, you bring in anything. So hypnosis is always a very limited awareness, if at all. It is a concentration on one idea that can be negative or positive. Hypnosis in itself is not negative or positive, it can be anything. It can be caused by boredom, it can be caused by distraction, it can be caused by interest, it can be caused by pain, it can be caused by excitement, which in itself is a state of hypnosis. So hypnosis itself is a natural state, quote-unquote natural state of the mind-body. And when people are in a negative hypnosis or in a negative hypnotic overall state, then we will have a constant negative experience, negative mindset, negative interaction with others. When they have a very positive hypnotic state, they will have positive interactions. But even that positive can become wrong, in the sense of when someone forcefully pushes themselves to be in a very excited state all the time, that is also not natural. So when we attach constantly, whether it's positive for negative thoughts, it is not awareness. It is concentration. It has nothing to do with real meditation. It's the opposite. In the name of hypnosis, however, and I'll go into that in a moment a little bit more, unfortunately, the majority or many people who teach meditation are not teaching meditation. They're teaching concentration, they're teaching imagination, they're teaching hypnosis, self-hypnosis. No one can ever be hypnotized against his or her will, but people are hypnotized without their knowing all the time. What does that mean? Does anyone have any idea?
No, I think of these questions.
Okay.
And when you started, I understood like 1 or 2 words, maybe 3. I'm just very confused.
There are many misconceptions about hypnosis and meditation. Hypnosis often is thought to be a loss of control, a loss of memory, a loss of other senses or sensations, and it is quite the opposite. You need to have an average intelligence, if not higher. The higher the intelligence, the higher your will, the easier it is to hypnotize you, because it is always self-hypnosis. So if you have no average intelligence, meaning you have a hard time imagining things, it's harder to be hypnotized. The higher your intelligence and the more your willpower, the easier it is, because you're the one who complies with the instructions. It's kind of like if you ask me, Sophia, how do I get to your house? You don't drive yet, but your mom, Lucy, asked me, how do I get to your house? And if I tell her specifically how to get to my house, and Lucy listens because she's receptive to my suggestions, then she will find it. And because she's an intelligent person, it will be even easier. Does that make sense?
A bit.
A bit. Do you have any question? That's okay. Should I continue? And then if you have a question? Okay. Hypnosis often is being seen as the hypnotic stage shows. Everyone has seen them or heard about them, where people quack like chicken or bark like dogs or do some things in front of the audience. This is used only for entertainment. It's not used for therapeutic purposes. And the volunteers who are on stage are, as it says, volunteers. No one will ever follow with any of the instructions of the hypnotist if they don't want to, because no hypnotist can control a person. My very first experience with hypnosis officially was being a volunteer in a stage show many years ago. And I went into a very deep trance with 19 other people and felt very comfortable. However, I was the only person who sat in my chair in a deep hypnosis while 19 people hopped around and did silly things. I did not like that. I didn't want to do it, so I stayed in my chair and enjoyed a very relaxed state of inner concentration. Okay? So you cannot be made to do anything in hypnosis that you do not want to do. However, as with anything in life, no matter what it is, hypnosis is a catalyst, meaning it can get you to see things differently or feel differently or behave differently. So in the hands of the wrong person who is not ethical or not moral, they can use it in the wrong ways, like anything else. If you go to a medical doctor and they are not ethical and not moral, they can also do things that are not right, correct? But no one can be hypnotized against his or her will. However, again, people are hypnotized without their knowing all the time. An example of that is anytime you buy anything you don't really need. Have any of you bought anything in the last week you didn't need? Sandra says everything except for the food. Thank you for being honest. So every time you buy anything you didn't really need, it is because you were hypnotized. Maybe society's suggestions, maybe a commercial you saw, maybe your friends and neighbors' suggestions, indirect or direct, meaning the way they live would be indirect, direct them saying so, made you believe and feel that you would feel more adequate if you had that, whatever it was. So it is feeling inadequate that allows for people to over and over be hypnotized against, not against their will, but without their knowing. So when people feel inadequate about themselves, their ego also needs to become stronger and stronger, because the ego is an illusion. It's not the real self. So if someone is in such a negative hypnotic state that they feel inadequate and they're vulnerable and they're open and exposed to all the suggestions deeply hypnotizing them, then they may need some help first to get into a state of adequacy. Adequacy doesn't mean you feel great. It doesn't mean the ego is boosted. It doesn't mean you are overconfident. It simply means you find some kind of peace inside of yourself, independent of the outer circumstances. And that cannot be achieved with hypnosis, because how can you go there if you're already trapped in that hypnotic state? How are you going to come out of it? You need to come out of the negative hypnosis. Perhaps find a temporary positive hypnosis, meaning a more positive outlook, a more positive self-talk, telling yourself, I can do this, no matter what it takes. But really the only way to get into a peaceful inner tensionless state is with the real awareness meditation, which is not a religious or dogmatic meditation, but a scientific meditation, as Guruji and I teach. So sometimes, Sophia, if people find themselves feeling inadequate, they easily also go into all kinds of moods. Because if we feel inadequate about ourselves, then we always want more and more and more and more and more, and nothing can fill that. Nothing can make us feel better. Nothing that we buy, eat, consume can make us feel adequate. Or yes, very good. Nothing. So it is a setup of a negative hypnosis that then continues to make people want more. Maybe they want more money or more things or more clothes or more toys, very good. or more status,
Or more,
fame,
or more food,
or even more food, yes.
or even more fans or movies.
Yes,
Or
anything. It doesn't matter what it is, but that's a very limited state of focused concentration. And it's setting us up or setting people up to feel less and less adequate, and so it creates a vicious circle. So even when we can become aware that there is a negative hypnotic state, if we don't know how to first of all get out of the hypnotic state, we cannot find a better one. So the hypnotherapist, in a very, very brief synopsis summary of the presentation I did in a university, and I'm coming from different angles, so it's not completely the same for Mario and Sandra, and I hope it fills in some blanks. We need to first find someone who can assist us to become aware that we are in this kind of negative hypnotic state, and then come out of it and replace it perhaps with a positive hypnosis temporarily, so that we can honestly start to practice what is not hypnosis but awareness meditation. However, you can bypass all that, because if you come to the teachings, as Sandra has experienced, every 2 weeks, you can bypass many of these things, and you can just simply follow our guidance and instructions. Why? Because of hypnosis being what it is, a focused one idea and less awareness of everything around, the unconscious mind and the thoughts of the subconscious thoughts, they will continue to create conspiracies. They will continue to play tricks. So unless you're in the guidance of a real enlightened master, of a real guru, you cannot do it yourself. It's important. Nobody can do that, because the unconscious and subconscious thoughts, they will play the tricks and they will derail you any time. But you can bypass all the hypnotherapy, you can bypass all the getting out of the negative to the positive if you continue practicing honestly. And I've told Yuri many times, and many other people, those days when you feel tired, you feel bored, or you feel stressed, or you feel overwhelmed, or you have any idea coming to you, like today I really can't practice the meditation because blah, blah, blah. That's when you need to do it even more so, because that's the unconscious thoughts trying to play tricks. So maybe then this day you don't practice it a whole hour, but half an hour, or maybe it's even less than half an hour, maybe it's just 20 minutes, but you do it. Because that's exactly what happens, and that's the reason also why people then they, without even realizing, go back into those negative hypnotic states. So when we can become aware of what hypnosis really is, that everyone spends, or most people spend lifetimes in hypnotic states over and over and over again without even knowing. But when we can understand what it is, we can recognize it in ourselves. And if we recognize it in ourselves, we will also recognize it in others, and then we can use it only in positive ways. For example, we can use it to heal faster physically, because we can then on purpose consciously choose hypnotic states that the body can heal faster. We can use it for any time we need more energy or vitality for a short time, for anything. Like, I don't know if you heard of years ago the example of the woman who lifted a car, her son was trapped underneath. You heard of that?
Yeah, I heard of that.
That's a very famous example, and obviously, supposedly, physically, that's not possible, but because she had one only idea, that was to rescue the life of her son, and there was no one else there, she bypassed all thoughts, any interaction that could have interfered with that, and lifted the car.
Nobody can lift?
No one can do that, but she could do it in that moment. So that's a very extreme example, but we can, when we are in awareness, then we can choose the hypnotic states consciously. But without awareness, we can't choose anything. We're the slave of the thoughts. We're the slave of the hypnotic states. And those thoughts and those hypnotic states will do anything to trick us, to make us believe that we are doing everything right, everything is good, and then all of a sudden we suffer and we don't know why. So we can only utilize hypnosis in a positive sense if we have enough awareness to pick the hypnotic states. Does that make sense? And by practicing this form of meditation, we can gain that awareness after some time. It doesn't happen overnight, like nothing happens overnight. But after some months, there is a very big change, and you can become aware of which thoughts, which hypnotic states to choose when and how and why. And you can also become aware when you already are going into a hypnotic state that is negative for you or anyone else. And you will see it in other people. Like Lucy is a teacher, and she is very, very loving with the students. And you care very deeply about them. But so by doing the meditation, you will really not just help yourself to feel peaceful and tensionless, even in those very difficult conditions with the children and they are suffering, but you will help them because you will see their hypnotic states, and you can also teach that. And they will find a way to find peace regardless of their circumstances. That will be amazing. So thank you very much for being here, because you'll honestly help many families and yourself. If we go back to hypnosis, just very briefly, in the university, in the presentation, I was also talking about the different therapy modalities. I'm not going to go in detail, but I just want to mention briefly what they are, because there's a lot of misconceptions, a lot of confusions about what means. Hypnotherapy means the use of hypnosis in a therapeutic setting, meaning it can be with psychotherapy, or it's just a hypnotherapy, which is specialized training for someone who is a therapist using hypnosis. Not a psychotherapist, but someone who uses hypnosis in hypnotherapy. Clinical hypnosis can often just mean that the person took some training in how to hypnotize other people and how to relax them, and then how to read a script to them, which is giving some suggestions that can be taken in that relaxed state, but it is not therapy. Because if it's just straight suggestions given and reading a script, it can help make the person feeling better temporarily, but it is not therapy. So that's important to differentiate. Counseling hypnotherapy is really the only way to say this is a real profession where people can really definitely be helped with any emotional issues, because it combines hypnotherapy, which has many different modalities, and counseling together. In the case of when I work with people in individual sessions, I combine counseling hypnotherapy with awareness meditation and holographic alignment according to what the person is receptive to. And in the end, it will always be awareness meditation that needs to be the foundation, because again, how can someone become aware of their different hypnotic states if they have no awareness? And the same with our choices. I'm now going to derail a little bit from the presentation, but the choices make food choices, or what we wear, or what we do as we interact with others. How can we make the right choices if we have no awareness? How can we know what to really eat? How can we know what clothes to wear? How can we know how to interact with others if there is no awareness? If there are these powerful, deeply ingrained hypnotic states that we're not even aware of, that come from subconscious and unconscious thoughts, then how can we really consciously eat, consciously consume or buy anything? We can't. And I'm going to say another thing that, Sandra, I congratulate you. I know you have really cut the meat.
Almost completely. I keep that story. Have some fish or something.
In Puerto Rico, this is a very, very, very ingrained, deep negative hypnosis. But really, if you're conscious just from the facts of biology, will see that the human being is not made to eat meat. We do not have the teeth of carnivores. We are able to sweat as only vegetarians are able to sweat. Our skin is our biggest detox organ. The reason that only vegetarians can sweat and carnivores can't sweat is because a percentage of the sweat comes back into the body. And so in the sweat of someone who consumes meat, there are extreme toxins because that animal was screaming, shouting in absolute agony when they were killed. And all these toxins go into every cell of the meat of the body. And when that comes out in the sweat, a percentage comes back into the body, and that is very toxic. We also don't have the intestines to digest animals. We have vegetarian intestines, they're long, like cows or horses or pigs. So we are not made to eat meat. And we are drinking the water like vegetarian animals. We don't drink the water like the dog or the cat with the tongue. We drink it like the horse and the cow. Right? And this is something, when I say this, I often get attacked immediately because of the unconscious thoughts. But it's my responsibility to say the truth, and this is the truth. This is one of the deepest, ingrained, very negative hypnotic states here in Puerto Rico, even more than in other places. It's extremely hypnotizing and very deeply ingrained. But if you become aware, how is it possible to kill our brother, sister, uncle, wife, husband, son, daughter? The animals are our family.
Even the baby chickens.
It is also the number one reason for the climate problem we have. The number one reason for the global warming is the meat industry. So, I'm not saying this to judge you. I love you all very much, but it's my responsibility to say the truth. Because I love you, because I care about you, and I know very well, and I see the difference that someone who consumes meat is not going to be able to really come out from all these illusions. It's impossible. There are many more doctors also now who are vegan and who've lived vegan lives and who come out with many, many wonderful studies, many wonderful proof of how the veganism, that's very healthy. How the veganism is really the only way someone can sustain their body the best way and live a healthy, long life with great vitality and look younger, feel younger. So please, take that seriously, please. This is honestly in Puerto Rico the very, very, very difficult hypnotic state. And when someone says this is culture, this is tradition, what is that? What is culture? What is tradition? A hypnotic state. It's an accepted social hypnotic state. Shared.
Yuli, please sit. Yuli, please sit in front of Mother Swami. Yes. You sit with the audience, with the participants.
But I'm okay, you can stay here. It's okay, your nose is not bleeding.
Sit down, silent.
Thank you. And Yuli is a perfect example. Yuli has had many experiences in her past that were very, very intense and very negative, and very few people would have been able to survive them. But so there's a lot of negative programming going on in very deep hypnotic states. And only when Yuri really does the meditation honestly, then she changes 100%. But those negative, unconscious thoughts, they will do anything. And maybe, Yuri, you can give an example, or maybe may I share an example of the thoughts that you have been watching?
Yes.
So Yuri recently with the meditation has gotten to watch, and you will experience it in a few moments, watching the thoughts outside with open eyes. She has gotten to start to watch some of the really most unconscious thoughts. And those thoughts say anything from kill your mother, kill the dogs, poison them, never listen to what they say, eat meat, be violent, etc. So that's this very negative hypnotic states always going to try to pull you, and maybe in this case it's clear and it's very intense, but it is the case with everyone. It can just be the feeling I'm too tired today, or I am too busy today. Those are those thoughts, getting you away from being aware. Okay? Now you sit back down. Thank you. So, Sophia, does hypnosis make a little more sense to you now?
Yes.
Okay. When someone imagines things very vividly, your five senses, and they close their eyes and they feel like this is real, that is hypnosis.
Like dreams.
Or dreams. Or thoughts.
Or nightmares.
Or nightmares. It doesn't matter what kind of dreams. Those are thoughts.
Like dreams are good hypnotic states, and nightmares are the ones that are negative, like that.
You could say that, but they're all hypnotic states.
Or
They're all.
dreams.
Yes. So what do, and Mario, I know you have some experience with meditation, and I know Sandra obviously too, but Sandra, I know you very well, so I'm going to ask Mario. So what do most people teach when they teach meditation?
When they teach meditation, it's meditating with people. What's interesting, because I've met a lot of different teachers.
Mm-hmm.
I've met some teachers that will tell me to contemplate on a question.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some people tell me to focus on my breath.
Uh-huh.
To listen to all the sounds around me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had people tell me don't do anything wrong. Just observe.
Observe what?
Any thoughts?
And was that with eyes open, eyes closed?
I've had people tell me I can do either or.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Lucy, do you have any experience with other people teaching meditation?
Usually with eyes closed. On a thought.
On a thought. Yes. Yes. So Yuri, you just sit quiet. So this is all concentration. It's all going into hypnosis, especially when you close your eyes and you focus on the white light or all that stuff. That is not meditation. That is hypnosis. If you're paying attention to something in specifically, again, that's hypnosis, concentration. It's not meditation. Even if you say you observe, but with a specific intention, that is not real meditation. And the practice of the meditation that we're teaching in itself is also not the real meditation. It is just the precursor. You need to start practicing it for some time, every day, many months, until the actual meditation can really start, which is not a practice, which is a form of being, form of living, a form of being. But you need anybody needs then you can get a sweatshirt. Okay, quickly. You need the practice of it for a few months at least to get into the state where the actual meditation can start. Does that make sense? But the practice itself is not even the meditation. Yeah? Does that make sense to you, Sophia? Do you have any questions? It's kind of like if you want to really do anything, be anything that you don't need to think about, that you don't need to practice first, you gotta practice consciously, right? You gotta take the time every day to practice that, and then at some point it becomes you, or you become it. Does that make sense? If you practice something every day for a few months consciously, because you set aside the time, you decide you want to practice this, what happens after some months?
Very good, very nice, very good.
Do you still need to think about it? Do you still need to sit down and practice, or is it something that then becomes automatic?
Well, if you practice long enough to do it, it becomes something that you just do automatically.
Exactly. Then you become it.
Like, for example,
Can I say?
example, but then I
Can I
Yes, but
say?
you understand what I...
Can I
Yes,
say
please.
something? Can I say something?
Please.
All of you can hear me very clearly. Can you hear me, please? This is the meditation which is described by the Mother Swami in the comparison of the holographic alignment and in the comparison of the positive and negative hypnosis. But I want to tell something new complement in this knowledge of meditation, because I told you this is total new meditation for this world, but it is a very miraculous meditation, because all of you knows when you take the food in your body, that food goes in your digestive system, and that food create a juice, and that juice goes by the blood to the every cell or muscle or organs. That food goes, and you all of you knows that in your organs, in your muscles, in your cells, the catabolism, metabolism and anabolism, three type of activities comes in the you everybody knows that the oxyhemoglobin goes to the blood, to every cell. Oxyhemoglobin break into the oxygen and the hemoglobin, and oxygen used in oxidation in your cell. So everybody knows that the food which you are taking, that is the basic raw material of your energy, that the juice is decomposed in the form of the glucose, fructose, sucrose in your cells, and that creates adenosine triphosphate bond. That is a chemical, that is the basic chemical of your energy, of your life and your body. So the adenosine triphosphate is the base of your all energy, function and working and your activities. When you do anything, the adenosine triphosphate break into the adenosine diphosphate, and one bond break, and that's give the energy for action. Everybody knows that walking, talking, swimming, bathing, eating, dancing and study and every action they need energy. They need energy. It means they need the adenosine diphosphate becoming by the triphosphate. So my dear friends, because your thinking also action, your thinking also activity. So most of your energy is unnecessarily based in the thinking, because when you unnecessary thinking, then you putting your energy, your bonds of adenosine triphosphate in this useless thinking. And this useless thinking, you will never believe, but my research says that 90% of your energy is based by the thinking, unnecessary thinking. Only the 10% energy you have to your daily work. So the 10% energy, that is the insufficient energy for your daily work, and that's why you are tired very early, very fast you tired, and you exhaust very fast. So this meditation is conserve your energy, because as you will do the meditation and as you will see the thoughts, then you will detach from the thoughts, then you will understand this is unnecessary thoughts. You have no need to stop the thoughts. The thoughts disappear month by month and day by day. And a phase will come, then you never think unnecessarily, you ever think necessary, and your energy is not going to waste in the unnecessary thinking. So my dear friend, that's why the dhyanis, the meditators, they are more shining face. They have more strong, they have more energetic, they have more fresh. Why they are so? Because they knows to conserve the energy. They knows to separate themselves from unnecessary thinking or unnecessary activities. My dear friend, so I say this is a non-religious meditation, this is not nationalistic meditation, this is not meditation of any caste and creed, because this meditation is necessity of everyone in this world. And I want to tell you that when you will be see the thoughts by this meditation, and you will be aware that in the thoughts by this meditation, then you will be feel that when you are not doing meditation, you have no energy to reconstruction of your body damages, your organ weaknesses, or your many things. And that's why the person are caught in many unwanted diseases like the cancer, like the bronchitis, like the asthma, like the other many. Their immune power is going down because they have no energy for the physical organs management. So my dear friends, I want to tell this meditation is a completely scientific meditation. Not only it is physiological scientific, it is anatomical scientific, and it is psychological scientific. So this meditation must be welcome in this world, because when you do the meditation 3 or 4 months, then you will feel the benefit of this meditation, because the thoughts will come lesser, and you use your mind only when you need to use the mind. I want to say there is no need of use the mind in the bathing, because bathing is the reflex action. There is no need to use the mind in drinking the water, because that is your reflex action. So many functions, there is no use of mind, but you use the mind unnecessarily. You waste your energy unnecessarily. So 3 or 4 months, when your thoughts will be reduced and you feel the peace, because your all unpleasant condition comes by the unnecessary unwanted thoughts, unnecessary anger, unnecessary lust, unnecessary greed, unnecessary dreaming, unnecessary planning, unnecessary hypothetical imaginations, unnecessary dilemmas, unnecessary fears, unnecessary disturbance, imbalancing, and hypothetical sadness, and many more. So my dear friend, when you do this meditation honestly, then you will see the benefit of this meditation, then you can stand with us. Otherwise you cannot stand with us, because this is not the subject of the discourse or the speeches or the descriptions. No. It is completely practical meditation. completely practical meditation. So I want to tell you, please, if you want to know the more, you should listen my video in the World Peace by Meditation, other112. My video number I am telling to you. You can search my video, other112, the important video on the World Peace by meditation, by World Peace by awareness meditation. And I'm very thankful to you, please, because you are very lucky and very precious person of this world, because you are going to the founder person of this meditation. Because we are starting this meditation from the Puerto Rico and New York in this world, the first foreign country out of India. We have chosen the United States of America and the Puerto Rico for this meditation, and I am very happy and very thankful. Please try to understand, do this meditation, take the benefit, and then you will be self-beneficiary of this meditation. Then you can tell to others, do this meditation, because I have taken the benefit of this meditation. Thank you very much. Now our practical session will be started by the Mother Swami. Thank you. Thank you and love you very much.
No, turn it towards, turn it away from you and turn it to Mario and Lucy if they want to. No, not so much. That's okay. That's okay. That's enough. Is that okay? Does that feel good? Okay. Thank you, Yuri.
Yes, and Mario, Lucy, I don't think you know that, but Guruji has over 2,000 videos for the public, and there's many more that are not for the public on his
2,000
YouTube channel.
2,150 videos.
2,150 videos, extremely valuable discourses on each chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, on many other things. A whole book, The Art of Living Stress-Free by Guruji. So please watch them. I can send you the link later, or if you wrote the email address in the visitors book, I can send you the link. So now, just before we start, I want to ask if someone needs the bathroom or water. There's water on the table, and then please use the bathroom. Okay, Yuri, wait until it's available, the bathroom. Everybody's using the bathroom, and then we start, okay? And Santa, have you gotten a chance to look at any of the videos, to watch some videos?
I have, and what's the two-side? Some of them already.
Some are in Hindi, but the majority is in English.
We can give the 5-minute break.